Hello, I am AxelMC131 and welcome back to Minecraft. Now, I am in the creative world for the moment, my usual behind the blocks world, but that is entirely coincidental because I am not 100% here for a behind the blocks episode. I am here for something I have never done before. This is the first time I've done this, and this is basically a video update to catch you guys up on what has been going on in my more personal life over the last few days. And I am doing this because, as some of you may have noticed, there was no Nightmare Realm video out this Monday. And that was because I have been sick all weekend for the last 3 days since Saturday, and it's been absolutely killing me. Not like stomach bug sick, but like really, really sore throat and very sneezy sick. I have been not happy, basically. Because I was planning to do the next Nightmare Realm video. I didn't have a pre-recorded one. I was planning to record the next bulk on Sunday, but the sickness came down on Saturday morning, worsened on Saturday night, and it was awful Sunday morning. But it is now Tuesday. It's Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. It's 6:30 by my watch, and it is. I've still got a sore throat. You may be able to tell, but I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not headachy anymore. So that is good. I am on the up. So I decided I was well enough to give you guys an update, which I decided to do because I have actually been doing a lot while I have been bedridden. Well, sofa-ridden with a laptop on my lap. I have been doing a lot for my wider Minecraft community area of things, and I just want to catch you guys up on what I've been doing. So, first of all, I came back to my Planet Minecraft account this weekend. Yes, I had a Planet Minecraft account. I can't remember why I made it. But I never used it. I made it and then didn't use it. However, I've decided that I have some things that I really want to show the public, like rather than just in a video, by actually showing them, by giving them the worlds. I have started uploading some of my worlds with descriptions and pictures and stuff for the public to actually play. And I have 3 worlds, 2 of which I'll explain now. The first one is just a build. I think it was one time about a couple of weeks ago when I just got really bored and just made an ocean world and went searching for some islands, found one and built a pirate fortress on it and dubbed it Crossbone Cove after some time. It took me a couple of weeks to build, but I was quite proud of it. There may end up being a ship in the harbour. There isn't one at the moment, but yeah, there's a few houses and stuff, and you guys can check that out. Nothing really special about it, except that, well, it's hopefully unique, and it's also quite minimalistic. It was a very small island. The other thing the world that I have posted is, might be more interesting, might be less interesting to people. It is a fully functional parkour map that I have been working on since longer ago, and for a much longer time. And this is a map called Run the Ruins, and it is a 100% complete, completely linear parkour map with a like ruins kind of theme, with like mossy stone brick and stuff. And it will probably take 20 minutes of your time, or 10 if you're a good parkour player. It has dynamic checkpoints, and it has a timer, a functioning timer that can record your time, and it'll stop when you get to the end and stuff like that. And both those worlds are on my Planet Minecraft account for you guys to have a look at and play. And if you guys want to go to my Planet Minecraft account, well, you see this big button on the screen here? Smack it. Smack that button, it'll take you to the Planet Minecraft account. Or you can also go to I'll put the link in the description to this video if the annotations don't work. Anyway, so what else have I been doing? Well, I basically hooked up with a guy called Redux Redstone on YouTube, who does some more like redstone and command stuff, as well as me and everyone else who does that. But he had commented one of my videos, so I thought I'd go and have a look at his videos. He had some really cool stuff, so I basically went in, commented on a whole lot of his videos. He came back and commented on mine. We kind of did a back and forth thing. And then I saw a video he had of a server update that he was doing with a friend of his. Well, some pals of his, basically. And it looked really cool because it's my kind of style. What it is a completely vanilla minigame, completely vanilla public minigame server. And there are 2 words in that sentence that don't normally fit, which are vanilla and minigame. And you may know, or you may not know, that a lot of the big public servers like Mineplex, Hypixel, Shotbow Network. They all use dozens and dozens of plugins on their servers to get all the game modes to work. And they're really cool. I've got to hand it to them. They do some cool stuff. But it's not nearly as cool as doing it with command blocks. Granted, command blocks will start to crash systems when you get masses of them, but you can do really cool things. And what Redux and his friends are doing is actually making a minigame server that is entirely plugin free. It is 100% vanilla, and all the game modes are just using command blocks. And I know, as someone who does command block systems, how tough like a full game mode can be. Like, I have seen, they have a paintball game mode, for instance. I have not seen it, but I've seen some of the commands, and they are long, and they are complex. And it looks really cool, and I really want to play it when it gets out. But for the moment, I basically asked him, would you like some help with work on the server? And Redux said yes. So I went in and helped them out with doing some building in the hub. And so that's what I have been doing. I've been contacting him a bit over the weekend. And if you guys want to check out his channel, you see this big button over here? Yeah, hit that one. That will take you to his channel. And I'll also have a link in the description. Right. So I'm not going to leave you guys, as I am in Minecraft, I'm not going to leave you guys without a distinctly Minecraft thing. You may have noticed these blocks over here on this wall, which seem perfectly normal at first until you realize that they're out of place. For instance, this glass block here is smaller than the block it's on. And since when could you put ice in a cauldron? And I know this chest looks perfectly normal until you open it and realize that there's TNT in it. There's not just TNT in it, but there's TNT in it. As you can see there is actually a TNT block inside the chest block. Pretty neat, huh? And I'm going to show you how I do this. This uses rideable minecarts with a custom block. And these are pretty cool. I discovered that you could do this not long ago. And I decided I'll just throw this in as a kind of sub behind the blocks bit. So basically what we have here is we have a minecart with a display block. But the display block is offset vertically, so it appears above the minecart. And you can walk through this. This does not have a hitbox. You can't break it by hitting it. You'll just break the block behind it, and you can place blocks in it, and it will be fine. And this, I've used a glass block here because I think it looks kind of like a trophy case, maybe. So I could put a gold sword in there, and the gold sword will go in there, and you can put that up. And what I like about this is that you can put a trapdoor on the top half of the block behind it, which is technically in the same block as it, and it will look perfectly fine. Or if you wanted to do something different, you could make it, say, a fish tank. Yeah, fish tank. I'm sorry, I'm still a bit coffee. I have done exactly the same thing over here. This is ice, which I have just made inside the cauldron there. The cauldron is occupying the same block. This just appears in that block. And because it's slightly smaller, it doesn't like show outside it. And then I've done exactly the same thing again with the chest. You can see there's just TNT behind it. And that's not real TNT, it's ghost TNT. It's minecart TNT. Fool's TNT! Anyway, so I'll show you the commands for these. So this command works for making the block two blocks above the minecart. So I'm positioning the minecart just below the floor, as you can see. So you can see that's where the minecart is, and I can prove that that is where the block is coming from, because if I break that, the block vanishes. And I'll then summon it again, you can see the block appears. And the command to summon this is summon MinecartRideable, capital M, capital R, tilde, tilde, 1, tilde, so that's summoning the minecart. Then CustomDisplayTile 1, I'm not sure what that means, but you need it in there. And then, comma, DisplayTile is glass. And that's the block that you want, so in this case, glass. And then DisplayOffset. And you can change this to whatever you want. That toggles basically how high the block will appear above the minecart. If you summon the minecart directly here, and you put the display offset to 43, it will appear up 1, up 2, but flush on top of this block, right? Now, the exact same thing is happening over here, so I'm doing ice, but in this case, because the cauldron is the bottom of the cauldron is not flush with it, I have to make it so it appears at the top. You can see that the ice just appears out the bottom. So I've raised that, and that one is at display offset 48. And then the TNT is just the same, but it's 43 again. So that's just display, tile, TNT. And you can do this for any block. I have barely scratched the surface with these examples. Now, I will point out that there is a bit of a glitch I have encountered. In fact, there are a couple of glitches I encountered. The first one is that when you first summon one of these minecarts, the block will appear normally, and then after a second it will sink down by 1 or 2 pixels. You see it appears, and then it sinks down. I don't know why that is. I think it's something to do with the blocks around the minecart updating, and the minecart sinks down. But don't correct for that, because after about 3 minutes, it will pop back up again. And I don't know why that is, but you can see that it is now, like, below... Oh, sorry, I'll just fix that block. It's now below where this trapdoor would go. But don't correct for it. Leave it as it is, and it'll pop back up after a while. Just gotta be patient. The same is true of the ice and the TNT. So just bear that in mind. Now, the other glitch that I have encountered, which is not nearly as annoying, well, it could be annoying, depends on your point of view, is that you notice that they disappear when I move my mouse up. And that's something, I think that's something to do with with the blocks not appearing when I move above the horizon or something. But if I raise up, you can see the blocks actually vanish when my crosshair is above a certain point. I think if I go down... Yeah, I think if your block is completely above where the block is... Actually, it might be if the minecart is off the screen. I'll bet you... Hang on a minute. I think I'm about to discover something. Yeah, it's when the minecart moves off your screen. I think. I don't know. It could be. But yeah, so... Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you can take some information from this video, and maybe some more command stuff, even though this wasn't strictly a commands video. So yeah, I sincerely apologise for being absent. Sickness can't be helped, and I was not in any way possible. There's no way I was going to be recording a video on Sunday. I mean, you can hear how croaky I sound now, and how much I'm coughing. I was like 10 times as bad. I could barely breathe. That was awful. I took so much cough syrup. Also, do check out my Planet Minecraft account. Feel free to download the worlds. And please, if you do go on those worlds and play them, especially Run the Ruins, give me feedback. I love feedback. Feedback is like the oracle to me. I love to hear what people have to say about things I do. Even if it's bad stuff. Because I want to know what to do to make you guys like stuff better. Okay? Good. Now we've got this sorted. Also, check out Redux's channel. You may see some stuff that I have done eventually on his channel. But for the moment, check out his channel. He does some cool command block stuff as well. I especially liked some of his mechanics that I may end up using. One of them is the clickable mobs one. Actually, I need to get those commands down. And yeah, please feel free to try out these Minecraft mini blocks. I really have barely scratched the surface with these 3 examples. You can do millions of things with these, depending on what blocks you actually summon and what blocks you then put them in. I mean, you can do absolutely anything, honestly. You can put in absolutely any block, and you can walk through them. It's amazing. You can do so many commands with this, for, like, dynamic stuff. Oh, man. But yeah, guys, I've been AxelMC131, and this marks the end of my first ever video update. Thank you very much for watching, and well, I will see you next time.